In the main event of UFC 299, the bantamweight champion Sean O'Malley avenged the only loss of his career and then some. Sugar Sean dismantled longtime rival Marlon Vera for 5 rounds to win via unanimous decision and erase the memory of their first fight.
You know, that fight never bothered me. You know, I try not to care what people think, and I knew I was better than him, and, you know, it took a little, 3.5 years to go and prove that, and I did.
When they first met in 2020, O'Malley was the hot prospect on the rise, with potential to burn and the title in his sights. Instead, the wily veteran Chito Vera landed a kick in the first round, which saw O'Malley immediately suffer from drop foot. Unable to stand, Vera stole a lot of O'Malley's heat and momentum via a TKO. There's been bad blood ever since, and the pressure was on.
This is life-changing opportunity. I worked so hard for this moment. It's been 10 years in the company, and I've been loved every single second of my career, and I'm glad I'm fighting for the UFC goal. I love to be here.
I'm very calm going into this fight. You know, it's easy to be calm when you know you're gonna knock someone the out.
At the weigh-ins, it was Chito who looked the calmer of the two. The Ecuadorian had the crowd on his side, and he was ready to rumble. By comparison, the polarizing O'Malley simply sounded like he had had enough of Vera.
Man, I'm extremely grateful. I'm happy to be here. I'm ready. I'm gonna make my people proud. I'm ready. I love you, Ecuador. Vamos, campeones! Vamos!
Who in here wants to see me knock Chito the out?
They say styles make fights, and this turned out to be a terrible matchup for Vera. O'Malley is a nightmare to stop when he finds his rhythm. And because Chito tends to start slow, the champ found his rhythm early and often, mostly on Chito's face, which O'Malley seemed to enjoy.
A little bit. I mean, I literally, truly always knew I was better than him. It never bothered me once that fight played out like that. I mean, look where I was at. Considering I played out like that, beat Thomas Almeida in one of the most, beautiful performances I ever had, so.
O'Malley can now call this his most beautiful performance, because over the course of 5 rounds, the champ displayed some of the slickest striking the UFC has ever seen. He didn't even need to rub it in like he's been known to do, at least not immediately.
No, nothing was said, just a little handshake. I think he told Tim we'll never be friends or something like that, but it is what it is. I mean, I'd be jealous and hate me too.
While there's a procession of men lining up for the next shot at O'Malley's crown, he had just one surprise name in mind.
I was the main event.
Dana White, get me a jet to Spain, said O'Malley in the cage. I want Ilia Topuria. Calling out the featherweight champ is an intriguing idea, and a bout between Europe's latest superstar and O'Malley in a stadium in Spain would undoubtedly be huge. The biggest problem is, Topuria isn't interested. Sugar, congrats! Was a beautiful performance, the featherweight champ wrote on Twitter, but there is a fight chasing you with Merab. Get that done first. Topuria's fellow Georgian-born Fina Meridwalishvili has earned his right to fight for the title with 10 straight wins in the UFC. The thing is, though, it sounds like O'Malley knows it. If you guys want me to knock out Merab, I'll do that too, conceded O'Malley, and it's likely that he'll have to try in his next fight. And in the co-main, Dustin Poirier proved you can't keep a good man down. Not only did the Diamond knock out Benoit Saint-Denis in the second round, he equaled the UFC lightweight knockout record. Saint-Denis gave the former interim champ some real trouble in the first round with accurate striking and non-stop pressure. After weathering the storm, though, Poirier uncorked a perfect left hook from the phone booth that primed Saint-Denis for a right hook and the loss. I started fighting to be the world champion, to be the best in the world, undisputed. We have to see, said the Diamond of his next move. I have to get home, talk to my coaches, my wife, and my management, and we'll see what's next. Joining Sugar Sean O'Malley with $50K performance bonuses were Jack Della Maddalena, Curtis Blades, Michelle Pereira, and Robelis de Spain. A special shout-out to the 6'7" Olympic Taekwondo bronze medalist to Spain, whose devastating debut lasted just 18 seconds. And the Knicks coaches for season 32 of The Ultimate Fighter have been announced. The current UFC flyweight champion Alexa Grasso will mentor one side, while her arch-rival, the former champ Valentina Shevchenko, will mentor the other. The season, which will feature male featherweights and middleweights, should see Grasso and Shevchenko face off for a third time. Grasso took the belt in their first encounter, and the two fought to a contentious split draw in their immediate rematch. Fight fans should be wary, though. Last season was supposed to finish with a battle between the coaches Michael Chandler and the notorious Conor McGregor. That bout never took place, though, because McGregor couldn't get past the PED protocols. Grasso and Shevchenko have had no such trouble in the past, so fingers crossed it stays that way for the future. And outside of the UFC at PFL Europe, Becky Chemsudanov handed the kickboxing phenom Cedric Doumbé his first pro MMA loss, at least for now. In the third round, Doumbé somehow got a splinter in his big toe, and when both fighters told the ref, it was waved off, leaving Doumbé to appeal. And at the 2024 Glory Heavyweight Grand Prix, Rico Verhoeven proved yet again why he holds the crown with 3 wins on the night, including a TKO in the final. Also on the card, Tariq Kababez claimed a split decision win over Donegi Abena to unify the light heavyweight division.
Thanks for watching, and remember, if you want more fight sports in your life, just hit the subscribe button.